Hello, this is Stephanie, and this is the deficit barbell sumo deadlift. Now we're adding the deficit, so we're standing on something, making that range much longer because the weight is on the ground. Movement still looks like a normal sumo deadlift, okay, but we'll feel a lot more in that posterior chain because we're starting at a longer end range. So we want to get those feet into our sumo stance, which means feet are going to be on the outside of those hips, but they're not necessarily wide. What we're really looking for is a slight turn of those toes outward, and then we're going to think about externally rotating those hips, making sure those knees are tracking towards those toes. That's the first step. Now in terms of positioning, okay, the first thing I always say to people is, can we do a sumo squat? Which means we're dropping the hips, knees are coming out. Do we feel good here? If there is any internal torque or any internal rotation of that knee, we probably want to bring those feet in just a little bit. The biggest issue or mistake that we see is people just try to go too wide and they just don't have that stability in their hips to be able to lift that weight off the ground. So really good foot positioning is first and foremost the most important thing. So feet are going to be slightly outside those hips, so slightly pointed out, okay? Now, barbell's going to be nice and close to the body. Because the feet are a little bit wider, hands are going to be on the inside. So I want to think about pulling the shoulders back and down. We need those lats nice and tight. Okay, belly and rib cage are down. Okay, soft bend in those knees. From here, we're going to think about pushing those hips back, keeping them as high as we can. Knees are driving out. Okay, now hands are going to come right underneath those shoulders. Now again, because we're in a deficit position, we might need to lower that butt down just a little bit, but you're going to feel that in the glutes and hamstrings. Drive those knees out. Because we're wider, we're going to feel it on the adductors as well. Hands are on the inside, okay? Toes and heels driven down into the ground, back nice and tight. We're going to think about pushing those feet down as we extend those hips to a standing position. At that standing position, we're thinking about opening the hips up, shoulders come back nice and engaged, stand tall. To come back, keep that weight nice and close to the body. We push those hips back, knees still track out. When we pass the knees, slide through those knees to bring that weight back down. And extend, drive up. Oftentimes what we'll see is butt will drive up first, so you almost come here, or you let that weight pull yourself out. Two things to be able to correct that is really think pulling that weight in, keeping it as close to the body as possible. And as we pull that bar up, hips are extending at the same time. That is our deficit barbell sumo deadlift.